What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on July 10th, 2019. Two pops that I've been waiting on are available now. That is the Schwifty Rick and the Schwifty Morty. The Schwifty Rick is a Hot Topic exclusive, and the Schwifty Morty is with Barnes & Noble. Each one of these is available in store and online as well, and I will put the links down in the description. And don't forget, if you find the links that I share helpful, if you find the Funko News in general helpful, please make sure you always take a moment to drop a like on the video. That is an easy way to support this series and to support my channel. Moving along here, something that a lot of people have been asking about as far as when it's going to become available is the Kiss the Girl Little Mermaid movie moment, which is exclusive to Target. It is starting to appear in Target stores. I have not seen it on their website just yet, but definitely keep your eyes open for that one if you've been waiting on it. As far as the Office Pops are concerned, the ones that you see here, these are the commons. Do remember that there is a Chase variant of Jim as well. So these are pretty easy to track down because they are commons. I've seen some listed on Hot Topics website, some listed on Box Lunch's website. So yeah, it's pretty easy to find these if you are interested in them. And then back with Target, there is the Dustin Pop and Tea set, which you can find this in store. They actually have it on the website, but currently it seems like all the t-shirt sizes are sold out, so maybe it will restock. But again, if you're interested in that one, definitely check your local Target. The latest item on the Funko Shop is this orange variant of Fin Du Chomp. So if I remember correctly, I think this is the third variant of him now. And the first one was actually colored like a shark would be. Basically, it had the gray skin to it. And then there was the blue one, which was, I believe, Emerald City Comic Con only, and that's one I still would like to add to my collection, hopefully one day. So yeah, they have the orange one now, which did not sell out, so it is still available on the Funko Shop. The two pops that you see here of Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec, these images, at least the one on the left, had been floating around for a while, and I was waiting to see, where this was going to become available. So now we know this is a Fugitive Toys exclusive, and they're treating the Andy Dwyer as Johnny Karate as a Chase variant, which, kind of an odd decision to me, but it is what it is. That just means that I guess it's going to be tougher to get a hold of. And these pops will be available at conventions where Fugitive Toys is there to, basically sell their products. And then they may appear on the Fugitive Toys website as well, but they did not give any specific release dates. So if you're interested in these, you're just going to have to kind of keep your eyes on the Fugitive Toys website and just check it every once in a while. If there's a chance for me to give you a heads up, then I definitely will. Or, if I catch it fast enough, then I'll do a community post to try to help you out with that. But remember, make sure you do your part as well if you're interested, and stay on your toes and keep checking their website. Moving right along here, I believe it was last time that I shared the Dragon Ball Z Failed Fusions 2-pack with you all, and now it seems that is going to be a Box Lunch exclusive releasing on July 24th. So if you're interested in that one, do make sure you mark your calendar for it. As a matter of fact, that's just a good idea. In general, whenever I share these specific release dates, you might want to give yourself a reminder so that you can stay on top of those. A Day with Pikachu has the next figure on the way, the Splashing Away Summer Pikachu, which should release with the Pokemon Center as usual. Don't have a specific date, but yeah, keep your eyes on the Pokemon Center if you're trying to collect that running series there. I finally got the chance to see one of those up close. I was kind of surprised by how small the figure is, but they do have some nice details to them. GameStop, on their website, they actually have their exclusive Marvel 80th Anniversary Advent Calendar available for pre-order. I noticed that other websites still have the Marvel Advent Calendar up as well, so I'm assuming that the GameStop one must have some different characters in it. That's the only thing I could assume that's going on, but yeah, theirs was listed as an exclusive, and like I said, it's available for pre-order in store and online as well. Then also with GameStop, you see here that they have more of the Jim Lee Deluxe DC figures on the way, including Wonder Woman, Flash, and Superman. Of course, each one comes with a pop tee, and each of the figures is the black and white variant of the figure. Moving right along here, focusing specifically on San Diego Comic-Con exclusives for those of you that are outside of the US and outside of Canada as well, because there is restricted shipping with these websites. So Zing and Pop Culture will have the summer convention exclusives, or the San Diego Comic-Con shared exclusives, available on Friday, July 19th at 7 a.m. Australia Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so again, if you're not within the US or within Canada, you still can get your hands on some of the shared exclusives. Just make sure you check those websites at the time that I just shared with you all. Funko had a pretty awesome reveal today from the time of this recording of this Sith Trooper, which of course is representing Star Wars, and in particular representing Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. So this pop is actually going to debut at the convention at San Diego Comic-Con. It will debut there, but it's not a convention only exclusive. It's just it will debut there, and then at a later date it will get released in another way. It could be a common, could be a store exclusive, but basically if you can't make it to the convention, do not worry, you'll get a chance to get this in the future. So it's just debuting at the con, and then it will be available widely later on. The Gabriel Iglesias pop will release on fluffyguy.com on July 15th. Again, mark your calendar if you're interested in this pop. Again, it'll be available as of July 15th, so that's just a couple of days away. The Yu Yu Hakusho exclusive pop here of Hia releases in-store at Hot Topic on July 25th, and it seems like it's going to be in-store only with Hot Topic. If you want to purchase it online, then it will be on Funimation's website on July 31st. Okay, so again, this is basically a shared exclusive between these two companies. Hot Topic will have it in-store, Funimation will have it online. The Edgar Martinez pops released on July 20th at the Mariners game, and you see like they've done him basically the way they've done other baseball players, where there's 3 different variants, with the gold one being the most limited one. So I mentioned the Pennywise pops previously for It Chapter 2, and I just wanted to give an update on these pops again. So there is a 10-inch Pennywise on the way, which looks pretty awesome to me. I definitely want to add that one to my collection. There's a Pennywise with a skateboard, and at first I didn't realize it's a skateboard because the way he's holding it, he's basically displaying the bottom of it. If you look closer, you can see the wheels there, and then there is something written on the bottom of it there as well. Then there's also going to be a Funhouse Pennywise. That is the one where he has the long tongue sticking out of his mouth. Definitely want that one as well. They have Pennywise with a balloon, and this one actually says I love dairy on it, or I heart dairy on it. And then the one of him with the beaver hat, he's actually holding the hat, he's not wearing it, but he's holding a beaver hat, and that one is supposed to have a chase variant. So these will likely release either late July or early August. Definitely be on the lookout for those, and as they become available, then I will remind you all about them. Jim Halpert as Dwight will be a box lunch exclusive, and this is a reference to a particular episode. I remember that moment because it was pretty funny. I do kind of wonder though if there's going to be much of a difference between Dwight and Jim as Dwight, for the actual pop molds. Right now we can't really compare, but I'm really interested to see if there's anything different about them, or if it's basically mainly a name change on the box. And then there is a Felix the Cat Pop Pez on the way as well. No specific release date. I said previously when Pop in the Box was hinting at their next Marvel exclusive that I was really hoping that it wouldn't be something that I was interested in. It turned out to be Agent Venom, which you see pictured here. This is a pop I really have been waiting on, so I'm kind of disappointed that it's with Pop in the Box, because I've seen so many people that have had issues with their shipping. Now I know some of you say that you've never had an issue with them. That's good for you. I'm glad that you've been lucky in that way, but that doesn't really help out the many people that have had issues with them. So I'm not going to vouch for their shipping based off the things that I've seen in the past. I'm just letting you know, though, that this is available for pre-order. There is an Agent Anti-Venom Chase, and this will ship out in August. Getting back to Hot Topic exclusives, and I did share these previously, but I want to focus on the actual release dates. Prison Mike is going to release on August 1st in store. More than likely, he'll be in store in the morning and then online in the evening of August 1st. King Triton is releasing on July 28th in store and online. So definitely set yourself a reminder if you are interested in either of these figures. Focusing here on Target exclusives, Washington Crossing the Delaware is street dated for August 2nd. I've been waiting on this. I know some of you have been waiting on this as well, so I'm definitely keeping my eyes open for this. Hopefully that is an accurate date there, and I will kind of keep my eyes open as well to see if anything else with Target is going to release on that same day, basically to see if there's going to be another big release day for them. Also with Target, no specific release date right now. We'll see if it actually ends up being at the same time. But we have here Forrest Gump with metal, and you see him there throwing up the peace sign there as well. I do like the look of that one. And then Forrest Gump in his ping pong outfit, and this also comes along with the paddle that you see there to the right. So that basically is a set. So again, these are coming soon to Target. Right now I don't have a specific release date. It would be cool if they also released on the 2nd, but we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen with them. Next up here with the Sanderson Sisters, of course, they already have their individual pops. As a matter of fact, each character has 2 different pops at this point, but there's more on the way here. I'm going to go ahead and start off here with the exclusives, the Spirit Halloween exclusives there. You see that they have a movie moment of the ladies there around that cauldron, which looks pretty cool. And of course, this is already available to pre-order on their website. I will put a link down in the description. And then you could also check the website. I'm not going to worry about a link, but they do have some pins as well if you're interested in those. And these will ship by September 4th. So they don't have a specific date to it, but they're basically saying September 4th at the latest is when those items will ship. And then there's also going to be a Sanderson Sisters 3-pack, which appears to be not an exclusive. It seems like this is going to be a common item. So if you haven't already picked up the Sanderson Sisters, then you can get them together in that 3-pack, and that will release in August. Moving along here, focusing on Nightmare Before Christmas, I pretty much shared these previously, but I did say if Funko did an official reveal, then I would come back to these. So I'm going to run through these here quickly, starting off with the standard size pops. You see that they have Vampire Jack, the Witch, Mummy Boy, and Undersea Gal. And then as far as a Pop Town is concerned, they do have Jack with Jack's House, which you see there to the bottom left. And then there in the upper right, of course, we have the 10-inch Oogie Boogie, which is going to be a Walmart exclusive. There's also a Jack Skellington pin topper and a Diamond Zero pocket pop. Each one of those items is going to be exclusive to Hot Topic. And then the Jack Skellington pocket pop, that is going to be exclusive to Box Lunch. So as these items start to release, of course, I will, give you all the reminders about them. And these are available, at least the non-exclusives are available for pre-order with various retailers. Getting back to a focus on Rick and Morty and San Diego Comic-Con, you see that Funko dropped yet another, set of silhouettes here. We already know that the silhouette to the left represents Jerry in the tracksuit. And the other silhouette right now, we don't know 100% for sure. Some people are making their guesses. I'm not going to worry about guesses though, because this is going to be fully revealed next week, because of course these are going to become available next week, along with the other shared exclusives from San Diego Comic-Con. So once they actually finally share, the full images with us, then I will share that with you all. I don't quite understand why they're being so secretive, because regardless, the next season of Rick and Morty doesn't come out for a couple of months. So I don't see how it makes a big difference. Maybe this just is their way of, building up some hype around it. But like I said, once we finally get really good images of both of these figures, then I will share that with you all. Each year for the past couple of years, while San Diego Comic-Con is going on, Conan O'Brien has his Conan Con, which means he basically tapes his show. I believe he actually does it there in San Diego, near where the convention is held. And during that taping, the audience members get a chance to get these figures here, him mashed up with popular characters. So this year we have Conan as Pennywise, Iron Man, Jon Snow, and Woody. I think this is a good mix of characters. I understand the choices here. I think Pennywise stands out the most because of the face paint, so it just makes it look more distinct. I definitely understand them doing him as Iron Man because of the events of Endgame. But I think him as Thanos would have been amazing to see, with the purple skin, and even the chin would have been pretty cool to see. But again, I understand the choices that are made here. Now, these figures are very difficult to get, because the main way to get them is to be a part of his audience, when he actually has his show during San Diego Comic-Con. And that's not most of us, so they tend to do these online giveaways where a password is given out there on the show, and then you take that to a website that's going to be temporarily set up. You put the password in and you see if you won or not. So I'm assuming that's the way it's going to work again this year. I would highly suggest that you actually follow Conan Con on Instagram. You see it there in the bottom right, Conan Con on Instagram. Follow that for some updates about these figures and how you could possibly get your hands on one. Now, something else that's been floating around, within the Funko community, people have been talking about this. Walmart jumped the gun, and this happens almost every year. There's a retailer or two that kind of jumped the gun on making their exclusives available. So Walmart's exclusives, from San Diego Comic-Con did appear online. Some people were able to get orders in, and at the time of this recording, it seems like these figures are not available, but do not panic. Don't worry about it, because again, like I said, this happens pretty much every year. These figures will be available again. Definitely make sure you start checking as of the official release date for the shared exclusives as of July 19th. And again, even if you don't see them on that day, do not panic. They will restock. As a matter of fact, I did a live stream with another YouTuber a couple of days ago, and somebody asked in the chat, why is he still seeing restocks of figures, shared exclusives from last year and even the year before? And I keep stressing to you all, if you don't get something day one, basically don't worry about it so much, because these figures, most of them continue to be produced, so again, don't stress over it. And it seems like Walmart has been pretty good about that, continuing to restock these figures a while after the convention. So if you already missed this early release, it is nothing at all to stress about. You will still have an opportunity to get these. We're going to move on now into the rumor mill. And of course, I always point out to you all that when things are in the rumor mill, if we don't have actual images of the figures ready to go, then that means that they may not release. Things could change. So that's why I'm putting these things into the rumor mill. Even if something is available for pre-order, there's been times in the past when pre-orders got canceled, like McDonald's figures. At one time it seemed like there was going to be ad icon McDonald's figures. People were able to pre-order at GameStop, and then that got completely canceled. Who knows, it may happen again someday, but it was canceled. So again, if something's in the rumor mill, that means it's not 100% until we actually see that it's 100%. So I'm going to run down this list here of possible upcoming figures. There is possibly a Hermione and Crumb 2-pack, and this would be them in their U-Ball outfits, and this would be with Barnes & Noble. The Thing from Fantastic Four in disguise, him rocking the trench coat and hat, that could be a Barnes & Noble exclusive as well. This one gets me kind of excited because that, opens up a lot of opportunities for them to do maybe some more cool Marvel pops, which there's certain characters that have been kind of lacking as far as Marvel is concerned. So really hope to see some more on the way. Also, Waldo with Wolf, from Where's Waldo could be a Barnes & Noble exclusive, and that would make sense for those characters to be there. Kane with the chest burster, that could be a GameStop exclusive, which might actually be available for pre-order. You can check with GameStop to see about that. Then as far as Dragon Ball Z is concerned, I feel like I've shared most of these previously, but I'm going to run back through this list again. On the way, it seems like there could be Mecha Frieza, Android 16, Training Vegeta, a new version of Piccolo, Trunks, Krillin with Destructo Disc, Goku World Tournament variant, and Bulma. So again, some of these characters, I know they've been done previously, but we're looking at some new variants of them on the way possibly. And then there could also be a Super Saiyan Gotenks on the way as a GameStop exclusive. The next figures here are potentially FYE exclusives, and the first couple here could also be NYCC shared exclusives. So let me go and cover those first. A Blunt Man and Chronic 2-pack, which would be pretty interesting to see. Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, Snoopy in space, and yes, I know Snoopy, astronaut Snoopy is about to release. I'm assuming this would be something different here. Blondie from the comic Blondie as well. So again, the ones that I just named, these could not only be FYE exclusives, but also potentially New York Comic Con shared exclusives as well. And then the rest of this, like I said, these could also be FYE exclusives. We will find out soon enough. But we also have here a pink chrome Majin Buu, metallic Piccolo, Elektra, and I'm assuming this might be the classic version of Elektra that's been rumored, White Scars from Warhammer, Gladiator Maximus with armor, and that's Gladiator from the movie Gladiator, of course, Light Fusion from the Dark Crystal, Dwight as Hannibal Lecter, of course, from The Office. That'd be pretty interesting to see. And if you remember that episode, of course, he had cut the face off of a CPR dummy and wore it like, to pretend to be Hannibal Lecter. So that'd be pretty interesting as a pop. Chucky with scissors, of course, Chucky from Child's Play. And then the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. I'm assuming that might be a variant of the Creeper. It seems like it'd be odd if they did just one of him. It was just an exclusive. So, again, we'll see what happens with that, because remember, all of these are rumors, and we'll see what actually pans out to be true. So I want to give a quick spoiler alert here, a potential spoiler for the Spider-Man Far From Home Collector Core box. I'm going to focus on an item that could be in the box. This is not 100% though. I do want to point that out. It's not 100%. It's just a potential item that could be in the Spider-Man Far From Home box for the collector core box. So if you already had that box, or you have your order in, that box is going to be on the way to you, and you want to be completely surprised, please make sure that you tune out of the video right now. But if you're not worried about it, then go ahead and stick with me. Let's go ahead and check this out. So there could be a light up Mysterio in this box. Now, I know for some people that might feel a little redundant because Funko did do the glow in the dark Mysterio as a Walmart exclusive, and some people are already still hunting that figure down, or they've already picked it up. But I'm such a big Mysterio fan that I'd actually be okay with this if it's in the box. I hope that it would not be the only figure though. We'll see exactly what happens with that box. And some people have been asking me about whether or not the box is still available. I've seen it appear back on Amazon and then drop off again, so I really have no idea what is going on with that. If you're trying to keep up with it though, just a piece of advice, to me it makes a lot more sense to go to Amazon and check for the availability than to ask in the comments and then wait around for me to get back to you. Okay, if you're really interested in trying to keep up with that, because honestly I have no idea what is going on with it, just keep checking Amazon's website, keep looking up the collector core, and maybe it will become available again. But right now I really don't know what is going on with it. But like I was saying, I'm fine with this Mysterio pop if it turns out to be legit, because I've kind of been wondering when they were going to do another light up pop anyway. There was a classic looking Iron Man as a light up pop that seemed like it was going to happen, and then it never released. There was a rumor about a light up Darth Vader that never panned out, at least not yet. So it'll be interesting to see if there actually is another light up pop in this box. But like I said, I hope there's another figure as well. And after seeing the movie Far From Home, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I actually think it would be cool if they did, I'll just say, a figure based off of the main villain towards the end of the movie, the way that he looked then. I think that would be interesting. So that's all I'm going to say. I know that's pretty vague, but some people may have not checked out the movie, but if you haven't, it's worth it. It is a really great movie, and I'm glad that it ended up being such a great Spider-Man movie, because I haven't always been a big fan of some of the previous ones. But yeah, that's going to do it for this edition of Funko News. As always, I hope you all got something out of this video. I try my best to get as much information in as I can. And if I missed something, it's probably because maybe I covered it in a previous video, or maybe it's something that became available online after I'd already done the recording. So if I missed anything, I'll try to cover it in the next video. If you are new to the channel and you're wondering about something, make sure that you watch other recent Funko News videos, because they may answer a question for you. Again, if you really appreciate the content, please make sure you drop a like on the video. Very easy way to support my channel. And big shout out to my patrons that continue to support me as well. But that's going to do it for this edition of Funko News, and I will talk to you all again real soon.